All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 5.4 Mid-Segments of Triangles. This is an easy one. You've talked about points of concurrency, circumcenter, incenter, orthocenter, and which one am I missing? Circumcenter, incenter, orthocenter, and centroid. Now we're going to talk about mid-segment of a triangle. It's not a point of concurrency, but another component of a triangle that we need to know. So a triangle's midsegment is a segment connecting the midpoints of the two sides of the triangle, or of two sides of the triangle. So if you take a look at this segment DE, it is connecting midpoint D and midpoint E, connecting two sides, the midpoints of two sides of the triangle. So the mid-segment is DE. If a segment joins the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, so a little theorem here, if a segment joins the midpoint of two sides of a triangle, then the segment is parallel to the third side, okay, parallel to the third side, and half as long. Parallel to the third side and half as long. So DE is parallel to AC, and DE is half as long as AC. So if DE measures 4 units, AC is 8 units. So using the diagram above, DC is a midsegment of triangle ABC, then DE is parallel to AC, and DE is half of AC, or you can say AC is 2 DEs. So let's take a look at number 1 here. We're going to identify all pairs of parallel segments. So you've got a midsegment here, you've got a midsegment here, and you've got a midsegment here. And how do I know those are midsegments? Because they are segments connecting midpoints of two sides of a triangle. All right. So if we look at this midsegment, and if you want to turn it around so you could see it visually or mentally, you could see it that way. XW is parallel to SR. Okay, so XW or RS is parallel to RS. All right, XY is parallel to QS. I just wrote congruent, sorry about that. XY is parallel to QS. And then let's look here at WY. WY is parallel to QR. So those are all the pairs of parallel segments. So now let's go ahead and talk about that the midsegment is half of the third side, right? So now we're saying here, we know how to identify parallel. Let's take a look. We've got L, M, and N are the midpoints of the sides of PQR. And you've got that PR is 46, PQ is 40, and LN is 17. Okay, so let's find LM. So if we want to find LM, I could take a look. LM is a midsegment that is parallel to PR, and it's half the measure of PR. So LM must be half of 46 or 23. And that's how you kind of look at each of these questions. And I'm going to pick a different color now. We're looking at MN. So MN is right here. That is a midsegment because it's connecting midpoint to midpoint. It is parallel to QP, and it's half of QP, so it's 20. Let's look at QR. QR is not a midsegment, it's a side, but QR is parallel to LN, which is a midsegment, and LN is half of QR, or QR is double LN. So QR's got to be 34. And then we're looking at MR. I'm running out of colors here. Let me use this black one here. MR is right here. Okay. And MR is not parallel to anything. Oh, but it's half of segment QR because this is a midpoint. And if you already know that QR is 34, then you should know that MR is 17. Just want to do a quick setup of 6 here for you, just a basic algebraic setup. You've got the mid-segment of the triangle and this side that it's parallel to, and you need to find the value of x. You'd set up an equation. You know that 6x plus 31 is half of 19x minus 36. And you can either distribute that half to do the algebra, or you can multiply both sides by 2. And you can then solve for x to find the value of x. All right, so here's what I want you to do. You are done. If you want to do the rest of the notes, you can, but what I'd like you to do in Class Kick, in the same assignment we've been working on, last slide, you're going to go to page 59, which is the homework 1 for mid-segments. It's just called homework 1. And I want you to do all of them, so it's numbers 1 through 15 all, okay? Post that in Class Kick at about, let's see, 2:30-ish or something. You will get a message from me saying that the answers, so the Class Kick will be locked, so you'll not be able to edit anymore. I'm going to pull the scores for Class Kick, and then all the answers for the notes and homework will be shared with you in Canvas for you to check. And then if you have any of the homework answers that you did not get correct and did not know how to fix it after you saw the right question, the right answer, please, please, please message me before class on Monday so that I can help you. Thanks for watching.